What up, boys? Alright, Twitch is live. Let's see if YouTube's live, because we seem to have a problem with this a bit. Oh no, look, YouTube's is up. So janky, boys. Let's get this all set up. What we really got to do, boys, I'm sure I say this every time, is we got to get one of those stream starting soon messages. I think that's what we have to do, boys. Oh yes, we are live, we are live. Boys, what an epic week. Honestly, we spent most of it pretty much just tweaking from the changes we got from last weekend. JR, what's good? Oh no, I can't see the chat for myself. What is going on? Oh no. Why can't I see the chat? Chat box. Activity feed. Yep, we want it all, we want it all, we want it all. Why can't I see the chat? Hold on, let's test this. Let's see if this comes through. Alright, I can see it come through for you guys. But why can't I see it come through? Top chat, live chat. Why does that setting keep changing? Hopefully it comes through. Hopefully it all sinks in. Give it one more test. Oh no, I literally can't see it. Okay, docs. Docs. Chat. Okay, what are we gonna have to do? Improvise, boys. We'll use YouTube. We'll take this chat, and we shall put this chat over here, and then hopefully it stays here. The joys, boys, the joys of streaming. never a dull moment, brothers. It's always something glitches out. Saying what's good. Wait, I didn't get your notification? I had to manually check. Damn. YouTube hating on me. Avalone. What's good? Guess who's back? Back again. What's the back? Oh, here we go. Oh, what's the matter, Avalon? Alright, here we go. Oh no, we've collected all our boxes. Buy 20 battle upgrades. Easy. Just like this, boys. Where is it? Boom. Bang, bang. Bang. Aren't we supposed to... You're supposed to save like 2 of these. Another one comes in 7 hours. Is it the 2 in 7 hours time that we're supposed to save? Something like that. 2 in 7 hours. What is this weird side thing down here? I think this happened last time. This little thing. Whoa, what is that? Oh no, I can't get rid of it. We gotta find somewhere to hide it. I don't know if I push it if it does anything. What the fuck is that? Maybe it's like some sort of joystick thing. I don't think it's anything super important. I just want to make sure it's somewhere where it's not going to annoy us. Hold on. Whoa, whoa. Not that. Maybe over here. I shouldn't have to press any buttons over this side. We'll just leave it there. Wiseco's had issues setting up the live chat on his screen. Mine is... So I've got this It's kind of hard to explain. So the way I've kind of set OBS up is it's got a bunch of different columns so that I can see, I suppose, like important stuff. And where I see the chat, where it feeds like all the chat through, that part there is not plugging in. In saying that, I did try to turn the stream on a different route than I usually do it, just because I had a bunch of problems. Actually, the last couple times that we went to go push stream, and so I thought, okay, I'll try like a, let's say, more of a manual route of doing it, and then it just started fizzing out. It was like, we're not going to start the stream, encoder is not. I was like, oh no. I actually didn't think that it was working, but it got the streams to work, but somehow not the chat. So I don't really know what's the go there. Good luck on your tourney. Yeah, we'll see how we go. I think it's pretty easy battle conditions from what I remember when I checked this morning. Toast the marshmallows. Hopefully we get some, big guy. Hopefully we get some. Is it Google Play thing? My Samsung phone has that. It might be a Google Play thing. I don't know what the fuck it's supposed to do though. As long as it just doesn't interfere with anything. Oh, do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Samsung Edge. You know how you get that little Edge tab? I don't even know if Samsung Edge is a thing anymore. Like, I got the latest one and it looks pretty flat to me. Let's have a look. Oh no, I've got one too. I don't know if it's going to show up on screen. There it is. Maybe it's supposed to be that feature. So maybe that's like an Android thing. What's the time? We're a little bit early tonight, boys. Is this the tour first tourney with bot presets? It was the last tournament. Was the first one with bot presets. And I think the battle conditions are almost identical. Like, almost identical, dude. Like, where's Discord? I think that's how I check. Where are we? Battle conditions. Today, legends. What do we got? Orb resistance, knockback resistance, tank ultimate. That's almost identical to the last one. Ultimate weapon down. Oh, this might be a bit of a yuck one. Knockback resistance with mass enforcement. So those two things there, to me, scream out getting chipped. It'd be nice if we had perma black hole. I'm wondering, I got YouTube up so I can see the chat. I'm wondering where's the best position to put the chat. Maybe I'll just put it over there. Battle conditions are similar to champs. Let's have a look at champs ones. Orb, death ray, knockback resistance, tank, basic. I think it's space to space is probably the go with this one. I'm probably worried about range. Range coming in and throwing in chips. Dude. I was reading the wrong one. So you got enemy attack speed, Protector's ultimate weapon down, and range ultimate. Protectors and range ultimate and enemy attack speed. I suppose on the plus side it means that tourneys will go fast, and with the ultimate weapon down there won't be so many like EHP Andes running perma black hole. So hopefully it just means faster runs for everybody. Like, I like it when there's like Yuck has battle conditions, because then it just means that it runs faster. But because we're streaming the tournaments, I'll do things that I won't normally do. Like, say for example, I'll run it at 1x or 1.5x speed, just to try to, I don't know, squeeze out a little bit more talking time. But like, typically it's like I won't do that. I won't do, if I wasn't streaming, I'll do like 2 runs tops, and then like that's it. I'll go back to farming, back to IRL. But because we're already sat here doing a stream, it's like I might as well just keep fluffing around with it. What we do need to do, boys, is let's start getting ready to set up. Oh, it kills me every time. Uncle Fuds, why can't we just pause this? Claim. Let's do this. There we go. They've got the PB on the earlier this week. I'm going to try something a little different this time. Let's put this in. I'm going to go with Harmony Conductor. Because I don't know how much help Ohm Chip is. I'm not predicting bosses being the problem. And we'll just go with the infamous the infamous mythic, boys. The infamous mythic. We'll do a cheeky pull away, see if we get it ancestral. Boom. We got something. Can't complain at getting something. Oh, it doesn't even put a star on it. Dude, imagine if I already had it 5-star. Oops, not that. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's at 3-star. I think Pulsar Harvester is better than project funding. There's definitely some really good strats that you can use with it, for sure. Let's try Shrink Ray. Like, the webbing strat was Infinity Run strat the guys were using for a while. I can't remember what they did to try to solve that. I think what they did to try to solve it is, after so many waves that are mobs alive, it's like mass increases or something kind of happens. There's something that multiplies on the enemy's like wave stats, I suppose, to try to stop them hoarding around the outside so much. But I can't really remember. It was quite a while ago when that happened. Oops. Nope. What have I done there? What have I done there, boys? And put this over here. Primary. Wonder if we get a little bit of health. How much does 4Q get us? Not bad. Not bad. And do we want something else? Pulsar? I think that's pretty good for modules. Pretty standard. There's not too many combinations that I can do. Ooh, can we buy something? Not yet. Not yet, boys. McChicken Joe, good evening, Clouded. I beat your waves last tourney. Let's go. Congrats, big guy. Anything in here, I suppose. I don't really think anything really matters. Oh, how's this thing looking? One click. I'm kind of thinking like taking it down to 50 seconds and then doing the other stats before looking at trying to take it into some type of perma. Pretty much so it just goes off as soon as the bots go off. Oh, speaking of bots, what I do have to do is we're going to have to gem rush this to keep it in sync. Ready? What are we going to put in its place, boys? We'll just put anything. We'll just stick this in there for now. That'll do. That'll do, boys. Now for the range. What range do we want to do, boys? Might just lock it. We'll figure that out. We've got bounce shot locked. We'll unlock that. Bounce shot range locked. We'll unlock that. Everything else should be pretty standy. Now, decisions. So I will max the shockwave, but I'm not going to go too hard out on the range. So if I take that to 40, let's see what the range is like in here. Can you get Perma Black Hole this tourney? Perma Black Hole is going to be strong with this one. Yeah, it would have been the same with the last one too. No. But what I am going to do is now that we don't need MVN, is I'm going to roll off all this econ stuff and I'm going to put tournament stuff on there. That's probably a cheesy ass way to get Perma Black Hole. Try 58 meters with 1.95 shockwave size. 1.95. Oh, hope I don't butcher this. Let's just call you Gunman. I upgraded my core to 74%. And I'm not using G-Comp. I stopped using G-Comp at 68. Now I use Singularity Harness. Yeah, I heard that's the kind of target, is to get it to over the 60s. And then you get, what, an extra death wave. What do the base stats look like? What's that? 7 seconds cooldown on the death wave? 6 seconds cooldown on the GT. Couple seconds of duration. And then you get 2 death wave cons. So that's perma, death wave. I don't think you can get perma GT duration, but I can think you can get pretty close with a significant amount of investment. But I suppose it's all just about uptime, eh? It's about how much uptime you can get with all of them. Perma Death Wave, Perma Black Hole, and then as much uptime as possible on the GT. I'm still a wee way away from that. Like, there's probably better ROI for me and still working on GT just with raw stones. like picking up a second here or there on a cooldown or on a duration for the amount of stones that it costs in the substat. It's more cost effective for me at the moment to actually just buy it on the GT. But at some stage we'll have to go that route. It's a slog though, boys. Look at this. Boys, how much of a slog is this? Like, this is quite a hefty stone investment to take this up. Just to pick up an extra quant of Death Wave and a couple seconds on the other stuff. I don't know when the best timing is, but probably some stage during the, I want to say, mid to tail end of version 29 will probably be the point when I'm looking at this. So that's like, what are we? August. So sometime before the end of the year. I did have a target to have it completed by the end of the year. Obviously, when Mr. Anonymous come through and maxed out all our packs, it kind of sped up that timeline a hell of a lot faster. AFK, what's good? I don't yet have perma, but the coin increase is still great. I'm missing 4 seconds. Your 20s will be better too. Yeah, you get a massive jump in these substats. So I unfortunately have to take this because I haven't picked up the last 2 seconds of CF duration. I'm not too sure what I'll put there. I'm not too sure what I'll put there yet. This is on there because this is just the first ancestral that fell. How much rerolls have I got? 207. I'm not sure what I'll put there. But extra landmine, I am not complaining. Righto kids. Righto kids down. The invisible says. Coffee and clouded time. You gotta hard out, man. Kids down, bro. I remember when my kids were youngins, man. It'd be over SLA. All the boys would come around. We'd go to get on and it'd be like sussing them out, feed them, make sure they're clean, make sure their space is tidied. As soon as you get them to bed, oh, we're up, boys. We're up. 34, 50, and 68 are the break points, more or less. So 34 would be an extra death wave. 50 would be, whoops, wrong one. Would be 6 seconds of GT cooldown. 6 or 7 seconds of death wave cooldown. $7 degrees of spotlight bonus. I think it rounds up to 8. I'm not sure how GT duration works. I don't think it rounds up. But 3 or so seconds of GT duration. Which is what? 10% away. It's not too far away. Close to 70% though, boys, is pretty far away. It costs 4,800 stones to upgrade from 40 to 68. Oh, wow. Wow, boys. It always rounds down. Damn. Uncle Fuds. Just when you think you're getting there, eh? Like reaching, get swatted. What's our time, boys? It's our time. It's about time. So we've got to muck around with our range. Let's turn these on. Turn this on. Alright, more calls. Oh, cards. Last tourney I cracked 3k. This tourney I hit 2800. But waiting to run again after the other guys finish. Don't want to waste time if I'm not close. Wise man AFK. Wise man. I always crack up when Peter goes to jump into his tawny, and then like if he doesn't get to do the tawny in his farm gear, he gets pissed off. it's to swap everything around. I always crack up on that one. Alright, let's do this. I think we're pretty much set. And if we're not, who cares? We'll figure it out. I wish I was that strong, bro. It cracks me out so much, bro. Like he'll get some people in the bracket and he'll go, fuck. Now I've got to put on now I've got to run again. Now I've got to run again and I'm not allowed to put on my farm gear. Let's see how much we want to push this out. Oh, I suppose we should turn everything on. So we're at that stage, boys, in Tier 18. We're bloody turning everything off. I'm pretty much doing it based on Poison Swamp. But it's ultimate weapon down, eh? So that kind of sucks. Maybe we've got to push it out a little bit more. We'll go 89. I need to do that ranged lab. For the orbs, I'm going to push them all out to trim the fluff. Try not to get chipped. Because chipping sounds like the problem for these sorts of battle conditions. I can't wait for version 29. These runs are getting too long. Gotta get back to farming. Yeah, I mean, far out, bro. I've seen someone put up a post of, I can't remember when, it might have been a week or two ago, and they had like Greeny in their bracket, and he had like 5,000 waves or something. 5,000 waves is a long time, boys, especially only at 5x. I hope version 29 comes out next week. I can't wait any longer. What are we? The 15th. It'll be cool if it comes out this month. I always look to the guild season. So I look to a week either side of the end of the guild season. Because I've done that quite a bit in the past. Greeny got 6,000 ways. God damn. Free Strike Maniac. Good morning from the UK. What's up, Clouded? What up, big dog? How's the UK? Must be summer over there, eh? Must be summer over there. We're getting like really weird weather because I think we're about to hit spring. Let's fucking find out when spring kicks in. I'm sure spring's oh no, what's going on? When is spring in Z? September. Yeah, because like, boys, absolutely wild. There's so much pollen everywhere and I get the worst allergies. Like the worst allergies, man. I thought there was like dust all over my car. And I did the window wipers and it was like all this pollen, boys. Honestly, it looked like it looked like a whole line of Pablo Escobar down the side. I was like, holy shit. Like the shit that fucking all over your cars, all over the roof. It was really bad when we had the trees in the backyard, so I'm hoping that now that we got them all cut down, it's not going to be so bad. But it's me and my daughter, so my wife and my son get zero allergies like that. And then me and my daughter get the worst hay fever. Hopefully good news in the next tower tea. Oh, we'll see where it's at, boys. Depressing? Only moaners and bad vibes? No one's happy around here. Oh, dude. Not even in summer? No one's happy in summer? Summer's the best. Summer's probably not the best for tower players. Because there's probably plenty of tower players that need to touch grass. But for general society, I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those guys that hated summer, like most of my life. I'm lucky to not have hay fever. Many here get it, bro. I hate it so bad. I get the jab in the butt. Like, I take pills for as long as it lasts, and then I just go to the doctor and get an injection, and it pretty much like covers me. Like, I'm pretty covered from there once I get the injection. Like, they said some shit, bro. Like, last time, so like my doctor's like super old school. He's actually been my doctor since I was a little girl, like a family doctor, and super old school, bro. Like, you pull up there, he just asks you what you want. Like, if you're one of those people that abuse prescriptions and that, dude, the doc's gotcha, bro. he like asks you what you want. Like, oh, and what do you think will help with that? Like promethazine, Adderall. All of the hard shit. Nah, he's honestly, he's a top bloke. But he got a couple extra doctors in his practice. He added on some rooms and did some renovations to his practice, and he got a couple doctors to help, because I think his original plan is he wanted his kids to take over his practice, and they just moved away to different areas or whatever, and so it didn't really pan out for him. So he got some other doctors in there, and had this doctor. He's like, must be one of those like fresh graduate, freshly signed off boys, like with a super textbook. And I went in there and they said, oh, your doctor's not available today, you're gonna be with so and so. I was like, yeah, nah, cool as. And I jumped in with old Dingleberry, the fresh out of graduation from school, and I was like, what's the problem? I was like, oh, dude, it's just my allergies, bro. And he goes, okay, I'll get you some nasal spray. And I was like, have you had any time off work? Nah, just come to sort it out. He's like, oh, I'll get you some nasal spray, some eye drops. And I was like, yeah, I'll take that. And then he's like, sweet, so if you haven't been off work, I don't need you to write your script. And I was like, oh, fuck, are we done, bro? And he's like, yeah, this stuff will be... Oh, nah, bro, I can just buy that shit from the supermarket. And then he's like, oh, okay. I'm like, I want that fucking... I want that prednisone shit. I want that other thing that comes in the vial. Put it in my ass, bro. Like, bro, I want... Bro, eye drops. Bro, what's that gonna do? You know, you're like, nose is running, eyes are like puffy as. Look like you've been on the Pablo all night. I'm like, bro, what the fucking... And he's like... and then he's like, oh, what's the injection called? I don't know, bro. I'm not a doctor, dude. But if you go into my thing, go into my record, he like looks it up and he's like, oh. And I was like, oh, all good? And he goes, yeah, it's called the... You know, I don't know what it's called. It's called the Dudidicodon or something, or some fucking stupid name. And then I was like, yeah, that that stuff. He's like, oh, well, we don't really prescribe this anymore. This is like really old school. And I'm, oh shit, doctor giving me that old school stuff. He's like, yeah, there's been like recent studies that come out that shows that it can like weaken your bone density. And bro, I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck what it does to my bones. I want this shit stopping in my face. I feel like I've had 50 uppercuts from Bobby Green. Like, what are we talking about? Fucking worry about bone density. Shut the fuck up and give me my shit. He's like, oh, I'll prescribe it, but you know, next time you come in, like, just because it's something you, yeah, gives it here. But I almost like never go to my doctor, boys. You guys will be the same. I think it's a male thing, eh? Like, I think it's like a full-on male thing where we, like, never go to the doctors, boys. And I tell you what, boys, if yous are a millennial, yous are in that window. Yous are in the window where you gotta start spreading the cheeks and getting the butt checked. Y'all can hide from it as long as you want, boys. Nah, I think these days, I think you can take a blood test and that shit shows up on a blood test. But then, if something hairy shows up in the blood test, boys, best believe you're gonna get a call from the doc, and the doc's gonna be saying, "Spread those cheeks, boy." You guys are all cunts too. The old Uncle Doc's coming for your prostate too, boys. Oh gosh, I haven't done that one yet, eh? I haven't done that one yet. I'm not gonna lie though, boys. When I turned 35, I hit up the doc. I said, "Oh, dude, like, I'm an old man now, so like, is this the part where we start checking my prostate?" And he was like, "Hey," I was like, "Oh, what?" He's like, "You want to get your prostate checked?" Oh, nah, how, bro? Does anybody want to get their prostate checked, brother? Like, nah. No, I don't want to get my prostate checked. But is this the age when I'm supposed to get my prostate checked, is what I'm saying. He's like, "I can check it if you want. But nah, you don't have to get it checked." I was like, "Hoo-wee!" I was like, "When do we get that?" And he's like, "Not yet." I was like, "Oh, yes. Boy, brothers, we got a little bit more time, brothers." We got a little bit more time up our sleeve. But boys, it'll creep up on you before you know. And then there'll be no time. And the doc will be asking for you to spread them. Oh, you guys are terrible. You guys are terrible. Xenomorph, did you forget to change your bots? Oh, I did too. Fucking, I'm staring right at him. Oh, well, actually, this will be a good little young test. We'll see how we go with like econ bots, and then we'll see how we go with the other bots. We'll see what the diff is, eh? I wish it was summer here. It's 110, 44 degrees. Whoa, wee, bro, that's hot, bro. That is so hot. Fuck the bones, I can't breathe, bro. Exactly, bro. Fuck my bones. We'll deal with that when I'm 70. Drink the... Fuck the bones, drink the wife's milk. Boys, you know when you gotta like heat up... You know when you gotta like heat up the milk? You know, like babies, heat up the milk. Mumsy breast pumps and whatever, you know? Because, you know, I don't know. Standard shit, adult shit. But then when you gotta heat up the milk, and you know how you go like... You know how you go like that? And you like put it on your wrist to like see if it's too hot, because that's like super sensitive or whatever, and you like put it on your wrist. And then the last part is you do that like last little taste. Boys, how many of you fellas, when you did Mumsy's pumped milk, kept on having more than just the check if it's a hot one? How many of you Here be a few you followers in chat. Get some practice in. Okay, so apparently we got to practice before we see the doc. I said the doc, why you want to poke my ass? The doctor's like looking at me like, you want me to finger your butt? I was like, bro, nobody want that. I mean, XL Daily might, but you know what I'm saying? Nobody. Like, what are you talking about? No, I'm not asking for it. Like, I'm not like, hey, this is, should we dim the lights, Doc? Like, Doc, is it time to dim the lights? I'm just saying, like, brother, am I in that age bracket? Am I in that tax bracket now where we're supposed to get our pooty checked? Are we in that tax bracket now, brothers? I think we are, boys. We're at least knocking on the door. Say for had the doc thinking you wanted one just for funsies, boys. Like, for why not? Like, why are we here, doc? He's like looking at me like, bro, I was like caught off guard. I was like, well, you ain't gonna mention it. I'll mention it, doc. Are we supposed to? Like, am I at that age now? But I'm pretty sure. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's like so old school now, and they can detect it in a blood test that he's looking at me like, bro, are you dumb, bro? We can just check it in a blood test. Why the hell would I want to do that? Why would I? He's like, the doctor's looking like, why would you want to ruin my lunch? Like, boys, because he's like old as. Not old as, but like for working age, he's old. Like, he's just working for the sake of working, I think. Because it's like his life's work is that practice. You know, he's been there my whole life. Like, my whole life. Like, even when I've moved away and you transfer doctors when you're in a different part of, like, the country, he's been, like, when I've moved back down here, down these ways, like, I've just kept him as my doctor. He's an OG. Bro, he's an OG, boys. He's an OG. Give you whatever you want. He takes care of you. Whatever you want, boys. You know you came to the stream at the right time. If prostate exams are talking point. It's like just in the nick of time. Everyone's like, oh yeah, prostate checks. Alright. This is going to be a good one. Oh no. Doc's knocking on the back door. The normies get a blood test, the real freaks act for a prostate. It's like, maybe it's just like, that's the thing, boys. Maybe it's like I don't visit the doctor often enough. Like, I'm literally like a once a year kind of guy. And that's to get like my allergies sorted. Like, I did have a spate there where I was seeing them more frequently. And that's because I needed to get an operation on my leg. And the healthcare system in New Zealand's like super bunk. You like have to go through, even though it's free, it's like bunk as, boys. It's like a whole bunch of like different routes where you can get work done and nobody wants to pay for it. Like, it's all free, but neither of the systems, any of them want to pay for it. So they're all throwing you to the nexus. Oh no, that's a work-related injury. Oh no, that's a health-related injury. Oh no, that's a public, that's a private, that's insurance. Like, you know, everyone's just throwing you around and stuff. So stuff can take years. And then I had another surgery. Boys, I'm wondering if the camera can show it. Do I whip it out on camera? It's more of a party trick. It's probably like my it's my go-to party trick, boys. I don't know if we should pull it out on camera. Boys, like, everybody's probably got like question mark above their head. You know, on Metal Gear Solid, huh? You know that Big question mark. What was that noise? Whose footprints are these? Spread them and show the doc your perma black hole. with a bit of poison swamp on it. Oh no! Can't wait for Mr. Flipster's tower news. Players are, and then in the latest tower discussion, players are having debate when all the millennial tower players are supposed to get their prostate exam. Is it better to stay old school, or is it better to go new school and do it through blood test? Players are reporting different results. Oh, boys, these are terrible, man. These are terrible. Lucky talking about this sort of stuff can't get you in trouble. Some of the other stuff we talk about. Boys, it's probably enough to get us in a little bit of trouble. But look, at the end of the day, if we say something too unhinged and we get cancelled, I tell you what, boys, we had fun along the way. Boys. That's all that matters. Boys, is that we had fun along the way. Fact of the day, the Lord's prostate comes back with poor results. Alright, so we're about 1,500 ways with the econ stuff. The econ bots. Not too bad, boys. I think people that think that we're saying is unhinged need to go to Bunnings and get themselves some hinges. Oh, dude, there's plenty of there's plenty of marshmallows out there, boys. There's plenty of marshmallows out there. Get their knickers in a twist about stuff. Brother, you're running Goldbot and Tawny. Why? Yeah, bro, the worst part is I was staring at it the whole time. Yeah, I just got lost in the yarns about prostates. We got lost in the yarns on the black hole, Puma black hole. IRL marshmallows are as useful as dabs. Yeah, bro. I mean, look. There's a place in society for them. It's just the internet gave them a microphone. When I talk about marshmallows, boys, I had this marshmallow. I was doing something. I can't remember what I was doing at work. And we're like, it's like mid-work and everybody's working. And I'm doing something and me and my boss, we go like another direction. And I see this, like, this dude's just like drifting around, boys. Like drifting around. Like everyone on my chain's working. They're all pumping, they're all working. And this dude's just like drifting around. I'm like looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? He's gonna go take himself a toilet. Go hit up the vending machine. Buy him some snacks. What the fuck are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Because you got to picture it like this, like it's one line or one department and everything's going one direction. Like for the most part, the entire site, like where's the camera? If here's the entire site and it's broken into chunks like departments, everything's coming one direction and it's going the other. Now it might take various routes to go those directions, but at the end of the day, you're taking it from here and you're sending everything that way so that it can get on the back on a truck and then go get exported overseas. So if somebody's not at their station, and then you got all these stations across site, and if somebody's not at that station, it doesn't mean that the product stops moving. Like it just keeps piling up on that station. So while Dingleberry's gonna go buy himself a, I don't know, can of fizzy, can of cola, packet of chips, mull around, play on his phone, all of that work is piling up at his station. Well, what are you doing? What are you doing, Dingleberry? Get back to work. Go pick some berries, boy. Today's Tower News. With your average age of the Tower player, this is a reminder to get that check from your doctor. Gotta make sure you stay healthy so you can keep grinding for those coins. Boys, that'll actually be crack up, like, knowing what the average age of the Tower player is. It'll actually be crack up knowing that. Get him on the third run. Muddy Muddin on the belting. Chris Kins. Boys, this guy knows. Boys, Chris Kins in chat. He's tuning in from UK. Bro, that's my man, bro. That's my man. He's moved overseas. How you been, brother? Boys, you want to see a Viking IRL? Bro, check out this dude. Bro, Chris, we were just talking about getting the prostates checked. How far? Now, I know you're quite a bit younger than me. But, dude, before you know it, you'll be spreading them for the doc too. Maybe the good thing is like, because you're overseas, they'll get to see what some foreign cheek spread looks like. You get to show them what the Kiwi spread looks like. Alright, 1568 without bots. Let's try it with bots. Dun 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 dun. That's not bots. That's not bots. There we go. This is bots. Do we have anything in here? Oh, we don't have enough to spend. Alright, let's do this again. More calls. $15.68. Nah, I started practicing for when they asked. Started warming up. Oh, dude. Bro, what time is it where you are? How the fuck did you end up over there? Or is that one of those long story ones? Travelled over there for better prostate checks, eh? Alright, what do we do? 89? 89? Yeah, we'll go there. This stuff should just max itself out. I'm pretty sure I haven't locked it. Is this maxing itself? Yeah, that's maxing itself too. We're good, boys. We're good. Make an age poll. Just moved again last month. Vancouver, Canada. So that's summer there, eh? How long's your visa? What's this button do? Engage with your audience. What's that? Why does it have yes or no? Ask a question. How old are you? I don't know how to get rid of the yes or no. Add option. Wonder if this is gonna work. Oh, I can't even see it. Doesn't let me see it. Why does it say yes or no? How do we get rid of that, boys? Had to pop out. How'd the first one go? Actually not bad. 1568. So now we're going to try it with the damage shit on. How old are you? Yes. Oh no. I was like, how do I get rid of this option? I'm wondering if it's actually something in the YouTube studio I'm supposed to change. Stream settings. What's this? Stream settings. Channel level settings. Manage. Let's actually go look in there. Is this something? Is there another tab? Maybe there's another tab I'm supposed to be looking at. Oh no, it's fucking in the same tab. I actually don't know how to change that, boys. I am yes years old. Oh, I'm interested in what's the difference in this. I don't have the most fleshed out bots, boys. I honestly don't. "35 seconds uptime." So not terrible. I turn yes in a couple months. Boys, how did we get onto the prostate stuff? Oh, the visit to the doc. Oh, because we were talking about summer. That's right. Boys, the weather's actually like not bad here. Boys, I tell you what, I went to Peter's favourite store today, went into Kmart, had to pick up some stuff because my daughter went to the ball tonight. And boys, it was so hot in there. Honestly, I was like, as soon as I stepped in, I was like, fuck, I forgot. It's always fucking hot in this store. Why is it always so hot? And then I look around, and it's because all the soccer mums that drive the Hiluxes with 50 cals sellotaped onto the back are fucking running around the stores. It's like, that's why. There's all these crazy mums running around the store. 25 to 44 male is my guess, according to the YouTube viewers. Probably makes sense. Like, I can't, and then even for like, even for a lot of dudes in their 20s, like it takes a kind of unique audience to get into idle games. And I can't picture too many like young fellas getting into it. Like, I know when I was younger, I wouldn't have been able to. I'd have been like, what the fuck is this? Like, I was all about Call of Duty. Call of Duty, boys. Well, I wasted way too much time on Call of Duties. Getting ready to bring out the Kevin Hart damn means... Damn! I think you click on it to replace. I tried that. It wasn't coming up. On the other polls it did. Dang, I'm almost 40. Bro, same bro. Same. My mind feels younger than 40, but my body feels way older than 40. Like, my body's fucked. I need these other guys to run, so I know if I need to push. Yeah, what's the time where you are, AFK? Like, I can imagine if Tawny, like, closes sometime when you fall asleep, you'd, like, really want people to be doing their runs so you don't have to think about it too much. Hopefully they forget to run and I end up with first. Oh. What posse are you sitting in at the moment, bro? Twenty closes in the middle of the night for me. Yeah, I can imagine that'll be a bit like, hurry up and run, everyone. I want to know so I can go to sleep. So 20 for me closes at like around lunchtime. But I never rerun, man, honestly. I mean, I can imagine like someone in a position like yourself. Like, there's probably a good benefit to doing reruns and stuff like that. But I kind of just give it a nudge and then just leave it be. Just give it a nudge and leave it at that. Kind of like the doc with the prostate check. You just give it a nudge and leave it at that, boys. Oh man, the club phone's doing that thing again that it did last tourney. Where it like skips and jumps so much it's hard for me to see what the hell's going on. Like, I don't think it's affecting the performance, I think it's just affecting the visuals. Boys, I was watching Wiseco's stream today. And what was he doing? I think he was doing dissonance runs. And he was talking about with his puppies, or his dogs, how he trained them to ring a bell to let him know that they needed to go potty. And I was like, he was talking about it, and he's like, yeah, so when they ring the bell to let us know to go out, sometimes they knock the bell on that, but we can kind of tell when they're ringing the bell. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Big dog, bring it back. Your dogs ring a bell when they need to go potty? I mean, how the hell did you do that? And he reckoned what he did is, like, when they were little whippersnappers, he would, like, get them, and you know when it needs to go potty. And sometimes, like, you don't know. But you know that thereabouts, they're probably due to go. So you're better off, because they've honestly got the bladder of a 90-year-old bloody great-grandmother. They're always going to need to go. So if they have a big burst of play, you're like, you've been playing a bit for the last 45 minutes or something like that. You're probably going to need to go potty. So you just take them out. And then most of the time, as soon as they touch grass, they go potty. Kind of like tower players. As soon as they touch grass, they need to potty themselves. And then he reckons, so like when you know you're going to do that and when you know you're going to take them potty, he would like get it, say the word, whatever your word is, whatever your command is, toilet, potty, bathroom, whatever you decide the word is, and then he would get their head and he would ring the bell with their head and then put them down and take them out to go potty. And then that, over the course of time, those hundreds or maybe even thousands of repetitions of that getting done, they just associated with going up to the bell and hit their head on the bell when they'll need to go potty. So he said, because like the way his house is kind of set up, and his like 2-story and his master bedroom or whatever is like on the top story, they set it up like that so they can be like upstairs, and where you're not watching the dogs and they're doing something, But then you, from upstairs, you hear them ring the bell. Bing, bing, bing. And then you know that they need to go potty. And I was like... like, whoa. Like, we're on super basic stuff with the pup. The basic stuff, like the main stuff, like, you know, recall. Like, put your food down and you don't touch your food until I let you touch the food, because I am God. I am your like, so you like get the pup and put the food down and just keep pulling the pup away. Every time it runs for the food, rip the pup away, rip it away. Do it until the pup just gives up. It's so worn out and tired. And get it to hold eye contact with you for a couple seconds and then let it have its feed. So like now we're 2 weeks into it, it's like put the food down and then, you know, he'll still try, but you just push him away once, twice at most, and then he just sits there and he's like that, making eye contact. Just waiting for the command. And there you go, boy. Eat your tea. I'm currently in first by 600 waves. There are 3 guys with the tier 24 milestone. With tier 24 milestones. Damn. Already ran and got 7. One already run and got 700 waves less. Kids are taking up all your dial speeds. Nah, it's really weird because it's like on my phone too, bro. Like, it's been a little bit patchy lately for me, LD Cloud. Like, I think I might need to replace my cloud phone. Like, just hit the replace button, get a freshie. The other 2 are camping one ways. Oh, I hate the campers at one ways. It's like, just run and see where we're at. Oh, boys, you know what we didn't do? We didn't check our bracket. We'll check it after this. Boys. Had like 9,000 gems. Oh, 9,000 gems and gem rush the final 3 lab speed labs. The final 3 lab speed labs. Oh, like the main lab speed? I suppose it's like, for someone where you are, it's probably not like super important that lab being maxed early on. Because you would bring in more cells, eh? So like more cells would kind of be more stronger. So like using a lab slot for like more player power or more econ or something. I think you're looking at 6th to 10th. Right, we're at 1390, so we're knocking on the doors of getting close to what we were with that other run. I definitely know we got chipped in that other run. I just don't know whether it was a fast or a range, so I'm going to try to keep my eyes out for it. It's fast. I can see them slipping in. So I think I do have fast set. Yep. This guy Xenomorph keeps camping. It's alright though. Xenomorph's our guy. It's alright if you fellas jump in and use camp. Yous are allowed. Yous are my friends. Yous can jump in and camp. Yous are all good. Oh look, this thing. Oh, we'll check that after. Overcharged. Nah, he's gonna take all my shields. Oh, is he cracking misses? Oh, nah, no misses. Damn, he's really just taking everything. Oh, fuck. Getting hell. That felt like the longest downtime in Antbot and NZ. That was rubbish. Double commander. Okay. Oh, look, everything's yoked up. Boom, I knew the wings was going to hit. So wings at 1500. We got no defenses because of that overcharge. So not ideal. The Sab. What's the Sab taking? Chain Lightning. What in the RNG is that? I suppose that's what happens when you're a one-tool wonder. So we pretty much got the same waves. Random. Bit of bad luck there. Wow, look how long he's living. Holy hell. Bro. That is crazy. I'm wondering if we should go RB instead of Pulsar. Just with these battle conditions. Knockback. Far, we like legit got the same amount of waves. That's crazy. You can definitely tell that the Antbot's helping when it's up. It's just all of that downtime in between, eh? It's like, just, you like, like holding on for dear life in the downtime, waiting for it to come up. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna try primary G-Comp and MVN, even though MVN isn't rolled for me. Yeah, I gotta re-roll my, I actually forgot all about it, because I want to re-roll it for when we get a Protector's Ultimate. So I've done some stuff to try to work towards helping with Protector's Ultimate. And like, that's just pretty much stuff around my black hole. I want to see if Perma Black Hole does better for me. Perma Black Hole would be super strong. Then you don't have to focus on all the fluff. Like, all you're focusing on is just the threats you got to kill and not, like, trying to keep the fluff off you. So, I mean, on paper it should help. Because of Ultimate Weapon Down, G-Comp is the only option without Chronofield subs. I lose a lot of damage for going Perma Black Hole. True. Oh, look, he's tanky, boys. Antbot coming at the right time. Yeah, bosses aren't a problem this one. Oh, another commander. Alright, we're at 6Q damage now. It is dwindling. Oh, we're getting some energy shields back, which is good. No Death Defy. Oh, Death Defy down this one, eh? So... boys. I might do that this week. I might re-roll my MVN. Because we're probably due for a Protector's Ultimate. Oh, look, the overcharge is going to steal all my shields, you dog. Our health goes down pretty fast too. Look at it. It's at 349, 323. So we're going to need a bit of investment in health. Shouldn't need too much. Just pump up the package and that. Oh, the annoying thing is I can't see this pole. It's got this weird little thing. Hold on, what's this button do? End pole? What does it? Oh, now it's gone. I can't see nothing. Under 30, 38%. Over 30, 50%. It's probably because if it's like under 30, it's past their bedtime. Or is it the other way around? If you're over 30, it's past your bedtime. 13% are used. Really specific target priority seems to help with these battle conditions. I think it's literally just the chipping for me is the cancer. Like elites yet aren't the problem. Boss just melting. Tanks seem to be melting, but only when amp bot's up. Let's just try not to get chipped. So is that about close to 100 waves with amp, running amp bot instead? Which is nothing to scoff at. If you target everything but tanks, they won't absorb as so many hits. The Sab, what's the Sab taking, boys? Drum roll, please. Death Wave, that's a S tier weapon. Bring it back. Oh, and there's Nuke. Alright, that's all she wrote. 16 something or other. Boys, are you guys keeping up with House of the Dragon? Was that the last episode? Or is there another episode after the one that just went? Actually, I'll ask my wife. Oh, boys, that was the last episode. Oh, there's one more season. So that was the last episode. There's one more season. I definitely took off Wave Accelerator. Took off Wave Accelerator. What does taking off... Yeah, what about the Death-Defy there, boys? What does taking off Wave Accelerator do? That was the end. Looks like Aegon is going to be the villain next season. Bro, that is so funny, eh, how he come back. With a Scody-ass dragon, eh? A scungy-ass dragon. Wave Accelerator gives you 2 times the enemies. Oh, when it comes to elites. Oh, probably where you are, eh? Like up in the higher waves. Is that Wave Accelerator? I'm thinking enemy balance. Wave Accelerator. Huh. Good point. I don't know, what was I thinking about? What gives you the elites? Is that enemy balance? So I reckon we should ditch that and then get less fluff floating around. Get less fluff floating around the screen. Probably makes sense. Because that's all the problem is, eh? It's all that fluff. Yeah, we'll ditch it next run, eh? I might put the health card or the defense card in. I don't know what'll be better. Probably defense. Look at that boss just absolutely melted. All those tanks are melting. And then nothing dies. Whoa, look how much our damage has dwindled down. 1Q. Boys, we're running out of sauce. Or do we not have amp struck up? Here comes the wall, everything's closing in. Just in time for the overcharge to melt us. Boom. What was it? Fast. Alright, boys, let's check out the bracket. If you see somebody you know, give them a shout out. We got the Taylux. Don't know these other guys. Do we know these other guys? I don't think we know these other guys. Alright, let's see how many campers. Hold your breath. We've got Xenomorphs in the house. Gilly89. He's an old man. He's an old fuddy. Tier 21. So very similar to us. Okay. So Gilly and Xenomorph. Gilly's very similar to us. Very hard though, because heaps of these guys down here can just switch up their builds. Like this dude could like just switch up his build and then fly past us. But we don't really know. Maybe these other guys are... Like this dude here, tier 22. 275 relics. Like he's probably got a lot more sauce than that. What did we say? Ditch Wave Excel, you reckon? And is there anything else we need? Probably just put defense card in. I've already got it in. So what don't I have in? If I put that in. I don't know. We just put that in. We'll just roll like that. So we'll do exactly the same kind of setup. Pretty sure I'm supposed to claim these. We'll do the exact same setup and see if we squeeze out any more. 1675. Let's go. Let's go, my boys. Let's go, my boys. I normally run health over defense. The health card's like quite a bit, eh? Is it like 3 times health or something? Alright, I'm gonna go 89. Next run, I'm gonna try a higher range. But I'm gonna base it around my poison swamp. Keep my poison swamp at that tower range line. And let's just send it. Don't get close to max defense percent, so health gives better multiplier, I think. You can block the first few hits from overcharge with Fortress card depending on your dab stats. I think at max, last time I checked, I couldn't get it high enough. Let's see what the Fortress card gives us. I feel like I'm going to sneeze, boys. Oh, it's pretty rippy. 2 times. I don't think I was enough to... Because I think the first hit it does is like 1 trill or something. Correct me if I'm wrong, boys. I think I was about halfway there. But that was without the card. So we might be able to like mitigate 1 hit. Ditch enemy balance? Fuck, did I have enemy balance in? Nah, I don't have it in. I did that other time, eh? And I don't know how many tourneys I was running with it. Because I barely ever changed the cards. So at some stage I'll put it in. And just like... With Fortress I'm at... 1.7 billion? Or do you mean 1.7 trillion? Because doesn't their first hit, the wave 1 hit at 1T? Or is it less than that? Can hear some chinging in the background. Sounds like one of the cats. It's probably Crumpet, boys. Brother Crumpet's a little piglet, eh? Boys, there's a little hungry hippo. Apparently they've got real bad like weight issues when they grow up. Like they'll grow fat and huge. Like I know like a lot of cats go fat and huge, but I think like that breed specifically are like super susceptible to it, so like they highly recommend like you keep them quite strict on the diet. It's 500B, but it's reduced by defense percent and flambot. Is it only 500 billion? I thought it was like 1T. Bro, that's pretty light, eh? And then yeah, once you talk about like defense and if you add a few other things on, you can really like hold off on a bit. If you click on the wave stats, so look, let's have a look see at this. Wave info. Attack. Fuck, it is too. Buzzy. Oh, it's tier 17. Is it tier 18 the first hit is like over a T? Maybe I was thinking for somehow tier 18. Boys, you wouldn't believe it, but you guys know how I sleep with one of those Bane masks? The fucking puppy chewed my mask. Boys, in saying that, he's been trying to get it for ages. Ages, boys. Like, he's been hunting that mask down. Like, it's going out of fashion. Like, caught him a few times and he's like got the mask and he's like fucking pulling on it. Like, he's obsessed with it. And he finally got it, boys. So I haven't been sleeping with the mask for the last couple of days. I actually forgot to go pick one up today. I was over there. I should have actually did it. Boys, I think it's booby time. Let's see if we can get this thing on. What's the best way to do this? Oh, real sore pet. Oh. There you go, boys. It's probably like not the best way to do it, but it's a good way passively. Like, I found the best way to do it is to get like a 20 kilo plate and just jam it in there. Or to get like the end of a barbell or a broomstick and just jam it in the pec and then just grind it out. But this will do for now. So what did we change with this one? We literally kept everything the same, but we changed the card. Yeah, we changed the card. A little bit more health. We can be at EHP Andy this tourney. Oh man, I'm so excited for version 29. I'm excited for like a tourney rework. I'm excited for like more people to hopefully get access to the Harmony tree. Like a long time overdue. Boys, I've been playing this other game, I actually forgot about it. Should have it running right now. It's like a Planet Miner. And like, I'm not a Planet Miner kind of guy. And like most idle games, you know, like most idle games have like that prestige system. I'm not a fan of it. But for some reason, this one's kind of okay. Like, I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. Very similar, like, dude, boys. If Uncle Fuds made the art style of his Planet Miner like this and less cartoony, I reckon it would be so much more of a hit. It's got like the art style reminds me so much of the tower. Like, it's all pixelated, the graphics are all kind of like pixelated, same sort of thing. It's pretty, it's not bad. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, it's the best thing I've ever played. But it's not bad, boys. Whoa. Boys. Mr. Crumpet. He is, hopefully the stream does not go down. He is all over our shit. What are you doing? Oh, damn, get off. Get off. Mr. Crumpet, look at that face. Fucking fishy, fishy, fishy. Boys, the Mr. Crumpet. Look at that blue nose, boys. Oh, he always smells nice. Oh, he's gonna punch my face. Look at this. Look at this face, boys. He's scratching. Bro, he just knocked over everything. He knocked over the receiver for the security cameras. Knocked over the router. Jumped up on the PC. He goes a little bit crazy at this time, boys. This is his feral moment. This is also the puppy's feral moment too. Just when he like loses his mind a bit. He goes a little bit nuts. It's like that last little spat where they got to get it out the system. Like I had a few moments with the pup this week, boys. I'm not gonna lie. I had to bring out the Uncle Caesar dog tricks where you gotta fucking pin them down. So I think it's like I kind of put it like the fight or flight response. And like the puppy's still learning like what proper etiquette is, like when dealing with the other animals. And I've noticed that if he gets a high prey drive, like I don't know enough about the breed, but like it's my understanding with the breed, it was like super posh. They take them around like the palace and all that other, you know, all that sort of shit. And then I don't know if they took them hunting. I don't know if they were more like companion dogs. But when he gets that like prey drive, he doesn't know how to get out of that prey drive. And like with the other dogs, for example, like when they're doing something they're not supposed to and you give them a big, get out of it. Yeah, they all drop what they're doing. They all sack it straight away. So, but he doesn't, because, you know, he's still like learning. He's still learning who the fucking warlord is. And like, he can stir himself up really, really hard out. Eyes dilate, and he stays in that mode, and he's not like tuning in. I mean, he's only a baby. He's only like 10 weeks old. I think he's only like 10 weeks old today, so he's still a little baby. So it's not like everything's lost. It's just like, it's that sort of puppy behavior that you're trying to snap out of them. But like, let's say you roll a ball on the ground, and then that prey drive like kicks in, and then he goes balls to the walls, growling, shaking it up, all that sort of shit. He does similar things with the other dogs. Like the other dogs will do something, be playing with him, all that sort of shit, and then it's like he clicks into that prey drive, or they have a bit of a scuffle, and then he goes fight or flight, but he doesn't know how to get out of that fight mode. Like he's still learning himself and still learning proper etiquette. And we had one the other night where he kept picking at Macho Man. Macho Man wasn't even doing anything. He was just minding his own business. And boys, the pup was losing it. Like losing it. Like he thought it was a real rumble. Like Macho's not even doing anything. He's like just sitting against the bed, and he was fucking shaking on his collar, ripping at his, like he was losing it. So I get up. Alright, that's enough. Fuck off, you fucking black cunt. And then, but doesn't stop. All the other dogs, like even my dog in the lounge, she's like way over there. Even she's getting uncomfortable. Like, oh, dude, why are you gonna wind up? Why are you gonna wind up the Marshmallow Warlord? But he's not like, you know, he's not used to it. He's not super accustomed to us. But I couldn't get him out of that mode, boys. Like he would not stop to the point where I had to do the Caesar technique, where to like get him like pin him down and like doing that shit. Doing that. And he was not giving up. Like, he's attacking my hand, everything, and I've like got him pinned down because he's only a wee fellow. He's only like that big, and and then because of all the commotion, it's like all my family, like, you know, kids are running out of the room, like, what's going on here? They come in, and I'm like King Konged over this little tiny puppy, giving him the fucking you little cunt. Practicing moves on the boy that's played up. But they're like, they got a real, like, it's either Much is smashing him and like has no chill, or he's, I wouldn't say smashing Matcha, but let's say like he's like beating on Matcha, and then Much is just trying to chill, and then he's got no chill. And they have this like weird thing because they're both very young. Like Much is only a year old, or a bit more. So he's still learning in what's proper as far as how he should be conducting himself. Here it is, boys. Gonna get to a new planet. Where is it? Ooh. Claim. This is when Peter grabs me for not focusing. It's not a bad little game, boys. It doesn't need auto restart because these games don't work like that. Alright, let's see how we're going with this. 1300 waves. Hopefully less fluff on the screen so we can kill the stuff that actually fucking matters, boys. Let's focus on the stuff that matters. Boys, did I tell you Peter sent me a photo of where he is? Brother's been super cute over there. One day, boys, I'll take my wife on holiday somewhere. We haven't been on a proper holiday overseas in years, boys. Years. Just stuck in the rat race of work. You guys know what it's like. It's just like work. And like, some of the like missions at work are just like, ugh. But it's all about information. Like, you can know that something isn't right or something, but just saying it's not is not enough. It's not how it works. You've got to like have the data and the information to back up your argument. They can't just say like, oh, this happens because of this. You got to like collate a bunch of data and then put that information forward. Like, this doesn't work because, you know, over here on this date, and because of this and this weights and all that sort of stuff. So like, when it comes to like solving a problem or sorting something out, it's not like it's a, you know, a fast conversation or something. It's like you gotta fucking, everything's like an investigation, because everybody answers to somebody, boys. Everybody answers to somebody. I answer to somebody, my bosses answer to somebody, and it goes all the way up to the very top guys. And I hope somewhere up the top, I hope they're having champagne showers. Because fuck, man, if you're not having champagne showers, boys, what are you doing? Like, dude, boys, the fella that owns us, boys, he's a fucking gangster, boys. He is like, his aura, boys, this dude just has like just straight aura. Like he's the GOAT, boys. He's the GOAT. Old as dude. Boys, he drives around. Like, I don't know his childhood. All I know is his... Whoa, see that? Fast slipping through. All I know is, like, what I know of him, which is, like, work-wise. And, like, as a young fella, I wouldn't say necessarily a child, because I'm trying to think of, like, timelines. But as a young fella, he's seen a James Bond movie. And it was his favorite movie of all time. And I'm thinking, like, at those ones, it's like one of the early James Bond movies. And when he was a little kid, or when he was a young fella, he said to himself, you know, like, looked at James Bond. He's seen, like, James Bond's, like, the woman, you know, like, all those movies. He's always got, like, a woman, seen the cars. And he said to himself, I'm going to own that car when I get older. So he purchases the plant. He purchased the plant where I work at. And he didn't even look at it. I'm not even saying, like, just didn't even look at it. Boys, he didn't even look at it for like 5 or 6 years. And then he came to the site one day. Now, I don't know if I've told this story before. But he came to the site one day. And I remember them talking, like, full on, like, dude, the big boss is coming, this and that. And it's like, oh, okay. And it's like, this guy is, you know, massive tycoon. He's bought the plant sight unseen, hasn't even come here. And, you know, this will be this first time, or, you know, these sorts of yarns. So we all have to make it all look good, da-da-da-da-da. All hands on deck. At the time, I'm a supervisor on the floor on the day shift. And it's me, my boss, who's become a real good friend. Who's very similar age to me. But just full onto it fella. And the other supervisor is that guy that I told you about. Go around with the helmet, the band, had the stroke on the chain, everybody cheered and laughed. Yeah, this dude. So, in a typical situation when you got any visitors or anybody like that, everybody, like, you organize everything, and then you stay, like, in front of the visitors or the auditors or whatever. You stay a certain amount of stations ahead, and you're pulling anything up and addressing it as they go. So I'm about midway down the line. If the line's like, imagine like this is the line, comes in here, start processing it, and it comes out the other end. I'm about midway down the line, and there's heaps. There's the entire board, everything. Everybody's with the big dog. And I'm kind of looking down the line, and I can see them down the other end. And, you know, it's like standard shit. Clean this up. You know, you see somebody walking, grab that, do this, make sure you do this, that sort of thing. So I'm standing there, and I'm kind of watching my boys, and my boys are all doing a good job. And the big boss himself, he kind of walks over, and I was like, hey, this guy. And he walks over, and goes, hey, mate. Okay, hey, walk over. I go, my name's Anadu. Nice to meet you. And he goes, my name's so-and-so. I said, hey, bro, nice to meet you. And he looks at me and he goes, what do you do around here? And I looked at him and I said, fuck all. What do you do around here? And he goes, fuck all. Come on, let's go for a walk. So then he just wants me to show him the place. So, oh yeah, this machine's here, this is that. or how could you improve this? Oh, I'd move this over here. I'd get it. It's a waste of time having this person do this. So there's machines you can buy that can do that sort of shit. And then I turn around and I look at that car, and it's an old Aston Martin. And when I say old, boys, I'm saying like old school, like from one of the earlier James Bond movies. I said, "Is that your car?" And then he goes, "What, the Suzuki?" I said, "Nah, that fucking old thing out there." And then he's like, "Yeah, that's my car." And I go, "Oh yeah, not bad wheels." Whatever. They go on, they move on to another department. My boss comes flying up to me and he goes, "What did you say?" I said, "What?" And he goes, "What were you talking about?" I said, "Oh, he asked me what I do here." "Oh yeah, what'd you say?" I said, "Fuck all." He's like, "Why did you say that?" And then he's like, "So what did he say?" And I said, "Well, I said to him, well, what do you do here?" And what did he say? He said, "Fuck all. Come on, let's go for a walk." And he's like, "Fuck's sakes." Like, kind of like, boys, because at the end of the day, I don't go home and I don't sleep with that fella at night. I don't care what he thinks of me. I don't care. Yes, he's my boss. Yes, well, but the boss of bosses, all that other carry on. But at the end of the day, boys, one of the best advice that I got was, don't care what anybody thinks about you, because at the end of the day, you don't sleep next to them at night. And I've conducted myself like that for such a long time, and I tell you what, boys, it is the best way to carry yourself. Now, it doesn't mean go around being a wanker and a prick. Otherwise, then you're going to go to hell. No. You know what I mean, boys? It doesn't mean you have to go around and try to make yourself enemies and all this sort of thing. But at the end of the day, somebody's opinion of you does not mean fucking shit. Because you're not going home and staying. They're just a memory. They're just another person or whatever. You know, but it's not saying, yeah, conduct yourself like a moron and be a prick, but just in a general note, somebody don't like you, who cares? Somebody thinks you're a fuckwit, who cares? I mean, it's not like you're married to them, so what does somebody's opinion matter, boys? Honestly, if you carry yourself like that through life, things are so much easier. Because I don't think, like, when I was younger, I cared so much about what people thought. Or maybe I did without knowing it. But once I, like, kind of adopted that, like, I wish I was like that when I was younger. But I think that's very much a teenage thing, that you do care what groups think about you. You do care about friends and peers and all that sort of things. But I feel like if I was like that when I was younger, I probably would have been like more true to myself and how I carried myself. You know, like as a young male, there's like a lot of posturing. You know, it's like a lot of it's like on respect. And I mean, it depends on like which part of society you grow up in. You know, if you're like white picket fence, you have a mum and dad. Boys, I don't know anybody that has mum and dad, like, together. Like, if you grow up, like, no one I know has a mum and dad, like a normal family. Like, that sort of shit. Like, there's no white picket fences around this part of society. Doesn't mean there's not in New Zealand. It's just not around the circles that we know. But I feel like there would have been so much trouble got saved with me and all my friends if that's how we kind of carried ourselves. But it's not. You know, boys, like dumb shit. Like, you want to hear some fucking dumb shit? Boys, you want to hear some law lord? Boys, I'll tell you some fucking dumb shit about caring what people think. I'm sure I've already told this yarn before. Most likely have. But it was so bad that they changed the local bylaws down here in the council because a massive riot started. So I go and meet up with some friends. I'm about 16. And I go and somehow I randomly seen one of my friends. Like, I don't know what I was doing or whatever. And I said, what are you up to? And he goes, oh, I live over here. I said, oh, I'll come catch up with you. So I go and catch up with the bro. And I was really tight with his older bro, who's like my age. He's like a year or two under us. And his older bro is my age. And I was like real close with him. So I said, oh yeah, I'll go catch up with you, whatever. I said, tell your bro to hit me up when he's next around. So I go and catch up with his bro. And he goes, oh, let's pick up my brother from school. And this is like where it all begins, boys. The old infamous, oh, let's go pick up the bro from school. What I don't know is he's picking up his younger bro from school because there's issues with these other guys. So like, I grab my pity, we stroll down to the school, whatever, we go pick up his bro. Everything's like cool. Well, I think everything's cool because I'm kind of like none the wiser. And then I hear a few little remarks. So I'm like thinking nothing too much of it. I'm thinking like, these random guys, like I don't know any of these random guys from the school. Like we're in a different city, whatever. I don't know any of these guys, but I'm like starting to pick up the tone of these guys. I'm like looking around and I'm like, there's no one fucking around us. So like, fuck, these cunts must be talking about us. Like, what the fuck's going on here? So we get up a bit further. And then the little bro who we pick up drops his bags. The bro who I'm tight with gets up on somebody's front lawn, like we're walking down the street, gets up on somebody's front lawn. And he's like, takes his top off, and then he's like, hurry up, cunt, 1 ounce. Then I like turn around. I don't even know these other dudes. I don't know, like none of this sort of jazz. And then like, so I'm sitting there like bailed up with my pity. Like, oh fuck, shit's about to go down. Boys, lucky I've got the loaded shotgun. Let's fucking go, boys. We're up. We're up. Doesn't matter what yous do, boys. Doesn't matter what yous do. We are winning this. I'm the one with the pity. So they start having a punch on. And he ends up smashing this cunt up. My bro ends up smashing this cunt up. What I don't know is that this turns into a massive thing, like beyond us. Like so many other people get involved in this sort of shit, to the point where people get jail time and shit over this. But what I don't know is what's the reason for this sort of shit. So I'm like, fuck, who are these cunts? Whatever, you know, when we're debriefing afterwards, what's the go here, boys? And they're like, nah, fuck those cunts. Somehow they're distantly related to them, and so on. And then I'm like, oh yeah, whatevs. Fast forward to like, because obviously this has happened outside of school, and everybody goes to the same school. Like these fellas, we're already out of school. We've been long gone, fucking booted out of school in a different town too. But that sort of event obviously rips through the school. Everybody start talking, all this sort of shit. So these fellas that one of them gets toasted up. Obviously the kids start probably making fun of him, girls probably making fun of him, all sorts of shit. This is pre-internet days, so everybody's Chinese whispering and talking shit and all sorts of things. So let's fast forward to like a couple months later, and then we go to this party. Now this is back in the days where when you go to a party, it's all done by text. People send out texts. You don't even have to know the person, sort of buzz. It's like everybody sends out texts and somebody's like, hey, let's have a few drinks. all of a sudden turns into party at this house, party at that house. Boys, we pull up to this party. It's so huge. It's so huge that you can't even make it to the house. It's all out the drive, all out the street. It looks like a fucking festival. So like we bowl into this, and we're not even like a few hours in or an hour into this, and as soon as we get in there, shit starts straight away. You can see it. Boys start bowling over both sides, sort of thing. And like, I'm still learning all these fellas. I don't know all these fellas, and I don't know like all of their feuds and all that sort of shit. I'm from a different town, so like I don't know any of these faces, I don't know any of these names, but you can instantly tell like when shit's going down. So these fellas start squaring up, and they're kind of like just talking at this stage. And it's the little bro that I was just talking about, and I'm with his other brother, and then we got his older brother, and then we got a fuckload of our boys, like all like scattered, you know, because you're like pulling up into this, and it's like a Mardi Gras event looking thing. There's people everywhere. Everybody, like, it's just a big open party at this stage, like Project X looking shit. And then we're like, as you get in there, you like lose everybody, and you're just in your little groups. But then like once the posturing and stuff starts happening, because everybody's heads are always on swivels, you like see what's going down. So the little bro is having a conversation with this other fella. Now, they look pretty tame. They looked pretty like talky sort of buzz. But you can tell once you see like people moving from their side, kind of coming over, like, oh, okay, everybody's interested in what's about to go down. Everybody wants to hear what's going on in this conversation. So then we go over, and a little bit of talking, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then the little bro, the guy he's talking to, kind of seems like they're just talking, kind of seems like they might be squashing something. And then his brother, more my mate, and the other dude's brother walk over. And then it's kind of like that. And then I knew like shit was gonna go down straight away when the two brothers get involved. You know, because that's their little brothers. It doesn't matter, like, it doesn't matter nothing. That's my little brother. So the bigger brothers are going to come in to protect. So there's a little bit of chit chat, and then it starts getting to the fuck you, fuck this, fuck that, fuck you. And then my bro just, bam, one hit, drops this cunt. One of the boys, probably, you know, a bit on the harsh side, but runs up, just starts jumping on this cunt's head, and then the whole party erupts. The whole party. Everyone from their side, everyone from our side, absolute chaos. I'm out of there. It's just, shit's just fucking hell. Fucking out of there, boys. I hear someone call out my name. Like, you gotta think, like, instantly everybody's fighting. And I'm not just talking about our two groups, because let's say you get hit, you've got a bottle in your hand, you throw the bottle, it misses the guy that you intended to hit, and it hits somebody that's like half a meter behind them. Now he's involved in the fight. He comes in, hits you, and now one of your bros sees him, hits him, and then one of his, you know, it's like this sort of thing. So just off those events, wham, jump, somebody run in, just start fucking mana stomping on this cunt's head, like trying to send his head through to China. Like, you are not leaving this, you're not leaving this pavement alive, you fucking dog. So he's crushing this cunt's fucking head, and I'm not glorifying it or nothing, boys. It's absolutely stupid. I'm just trying to show you, what do you call it? The severity of how fucking wild this shit is. I hear my name, I'm like out. I hear my name, Anaru G, come over here. Fuck. So I look over at some of my boys. They're like at the neighbours but over their fence. Come over here, come over here. So I run over, jump the fence, turn and look and just see the chaos of everybody fighting. And my mates, because there's heaps of us, there's like fucking 20 of us. We're scattered through everywhere. Everybody's fucking punching on. And like some of my mates, they're behind the fence. They're ripping out, like we have like a garden, like an old lady's house. They're like, it's like a garden, and then like instead of putting edges, like proper edges around the garden, you like dig it up and you put like little bricks in, sort of thing. They're like digging up the bricks and just bricking cunts. Like anybody, like everybody catches a fade. Like it doesn't even matter. Some of the bricks are just throwing in the air and just watching to see if it fucking hits someone. Like chaos, boys, like that sort of shit. Like just standing there with a brick, some randoms running for their life, just brick them in the face. Like that sort of carry on. It goes way beyond that to like, you're talking like a beef that goes for like years. Because like now, not only did this fella get knocked out at the school, well now his other brother from my same mate gets knocked out in front of a whole entire party. Big massive party. So everybody will talk about like, how did that start? Oh, you know so and so? Nah. Oh, but anyway, what happened? He got knocked out at that party, and then everybody started fighting. So this goes on for years. Fucking people get jail time and all sorts of shit over it. It all goes fucking stupid as. The whole thing is fucking stupid. But after that party, I want to know what is the go with these fellas, boys. And then they said, this is the craziest part, boys. Because they know these fellas, they're distantly related. They're not close cousins or something. It's like this person's with this person, this person, this person. It started, and we're like 16. It started over something that happened when they were like at intermediate age. So that's like 11 or 12. Over fucking Yu-Gi-Oh cards, boys. Over Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And then somehow somebody remembers when the bro starts at the school, and then they're like, oh yeah, I know that new fella. Yeah, I took his Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And then off that disrespect and that sort of thing, and like we look at it now and we say like that's silly. Like it is, boys, it is 100%. Like we're gonna like people are gonna get into the shit over something that started like that, and it's 100% silly. But when you're that age, and when these things mean something to you, and when that's disrespect or that's your mana, and somebody is trying to trample on it, this sort of shit fucking happens. You know what I mean? So that goes back to what before that whole yarn started, or what I was saying is, if me and a lot of my mates, and probably a lot of my mates still now, if you lived by that kind of thing, like it doesn't matter what other people think of you. At the end of the day, you know, you're not going to marry that person or have kids to them. Things would have been a whole lot better for us as young fellas. And maybe that's just something you learn over time, and maybe that's just stuff that people fucking don't learn altogether, and they choose to be stupid for the rest of their life. But that sort of shit happens. Over playing cards, boys. Over playing cards. Over cards, boys. And I'm sure you guys probably know like plenty of other stupid stories where stuff's been blown out of proportion and all sorts of fucking shit. And that's just the standard male thing as a youngin. As a youngin', everybody's got chips on their shoulders. Like all sorts of shit. Fucking dumb shit, boys. What's the puppy's name? The puppy's name is Quid. Which I think... Do we call it slang? We'll just call it... British terminology for like buck or like dollar. If someone thinks I'm a fuckwit, they're probably right. Just trying to find the fuck to give them in my pocket. Yo, a PB, was it? Oh, it is too. We got a young little PB. Couple extra waves. So it seems like it's definitely the go taking off that Wave Excel. Shot for the looking out, Taylor. Taylor, good looking out. We'll see how this goes, boys. Oh, I better check what the pickup time is for my daughter from the ball. But yeah, boys, the owner of our plant, boys, the Aura, driving around in James Bond car. Boys, apparently, when he goes on holiday, he ships it over. He ships the car over to the place where he's going holiday. He gets a temp visa, and then once it's there and it's waiting for him, then he books his flight over. He runs that temp visa and he drives around in his James Bond car in whatever country that he's going on holiday. I'm talking that level of wealth. He's an absolute beast. He screams out aura. He reminds me of Mr. Burns. But not fragile like Mr. Burns. Like, this dude looks like he'll still punch you in the face. Like, Mr. Burns don't look like that. But that same aura, you know, when Mr. Burns enters the chat. Like the old tycoon. The old tycoon. No probs, it makes everything slower, but I could put... Yeah, looks like it definitely helped. I don't know if it moved us or anything, but that's not the point. Point was just... making sure there's a little bit of distance. Oh, we need a bit more to catch this dude. I mean, the other thing we could try is RB. Man, the cloud phone's so laggy. Like, I bet if I pull it up on my phone, it's just as laggy too. Let's see if we get a full send. Boys, I had to look up the power tree. Bro, there's some good stuff in there, eh? Like, you can get the bot range. There's actually some really good stuff in there. Super expensive. But, like, just heaps of good stats in there. that like if you have like let's say you're at the point where your lifetime keys is like 2,000 or something like that. Like, what's our lifetime keys? 300. Like, if you had like keys that are like in the thousands, boys, all of those stats add up. All of those stats add up, boys. What I do want to do is I want to get rid of these. Because tomorrow we got our progress video. Look at that, boys. We're knocking on the door of 500 cure run. Look at it, just creeping up. Doing it, boys. We're getting there. 500 cure run. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Will be one spot lower. Xenomorph, a xenomorph, a wild xenomorph appeared. He's a bit of a beast too, eh? I wonder for what's first place sitting at. He should be able to tackle these fellas, eh? Like he's a bit of a beast there, or xenomorph. Like, what does it look like for these fellas that are getting 2,000 waves? Tier 23. What's this guy? Tier 22. We know Taylor. Xenomorph. Whoa, tier 24. Holy moly. Yeah, he should probably get first. It's a bit of a beast, that fella. I mean, you have to with the name Xenomorph. Like, I love the Aliens and Predator and all that whole universe that was created. That whole universe is so dope. Even if like some of the movies like are like pretty average or whatever, like in the series and all the different series in there, I still watch them anyway. Like, I find that whole world building on that is like super dope. I think it's probably because like when I was a little kid, I was like so scared of those movies. I was so scared of aliens. Like, all my uncles and that always used to make us watch scary movies like Evil Dead, like the original Evil Deads and that. Like, if we watch that now, we're like, huh. You know, it's like not scary to us. It's obviously old as and all that other carry on. But like, boys, as a kid, you know, when we're talking about TVs that still have buttons, like you're watching it on videotape, boys, fuck, that shit used to freak the hell out of me. I want to see like the new Evil Dead movie. See if it does it justice, if it's just super dark. It looks like it's super dark. Should we go bigger shockwave? Wonder if we go bigger shockwave. Ryan's probably like, no! No, don't! Don't go bigger shockwave. Especially like Prometheus. I watched it. Watched it alright. Hellraiser vibes. Oh, you watched the new one? Are you gonna go pick her up?
Yeah.
Are they ready now?
Yeah.
Alright, thanks, babe. Yeah, my wife hates scary movies, eh? We do like a movie night. And like, we always try to pick scary ones. I think the problem is, though, she spends the whole time like that. The funniest thing is, boys, because my wife, like, falls asleep really, really easy. Like, you put a movie on, 10 minutes into the movie, she's asleep. But you put a scary movie on, she's, like, awake because of the noise. But, like, her eyes, she covers her eyes, like, the whole movie. And the funniest part is because she falls asleep so easy, she'll fall asleep. And then a scary part will happen, like the sound. And then you hear her wake up and she's, like, waking up in the middle of the scary movie. Like, she fucking hates them. I hate scary movies, too. I hate them. But every now and then, I don't mind watching them. Every now and then, I don't mind indulging in a scary movie. Oh, one thing I do want to do. Go like this. I want to go this. I want to see how many waves we skipped. Oh, I deleted it. Fuck. Right, let's see if we get any more on this. Yeah, the new Evil Dead. Yeah, I want to see that. I want to make my kids watch it. I want to make my kids get scared. Boys, like the scary movies that I hate though are like those like ones that are like The Exorcist and like all of those like demon-y kind of ones. Fuck, boys, I hate those. Like, I hate watching those. It's like, because if I think that something's gonna happen, like, I don't think, like, have you guys seen that short film? Like, is it called The Box or In the Box? Or whatever? Is it In the Box? And it's like that box that dude passes, and you have to keep looking at it because that cunt comes out there. It's a little like 10-15 minute short film. It's actually really good. You guys should check it out. You can find it on YouTube. Like, I watched it, bro, and like how I told you that my wife hates scary movies, I was like, fuck, check out this short, and I like pulled it up. And like when it finished, because it's only like 10 minutes, when it like finished, I like looked at my wife. She looked like she was gonna cry. She was like, "Why would you do that? Why did you make me watch that?" Because I'm like watching it, like I'm just like that watching it, because it's only like a short little thing. And then by the time it finishes, I was like, "Fuck, that's out of it, eh?" And like, look at her, she's like about to cry. Why did you do that to me? Why did you make me watch that? You're an animal. But like that sort of stuff, it's like I know there's not somebody living in a box. Like my brain tells me that's fucking stupid. Like when I open up a box, I'm not expecting no person to be coming out of that box. But for some reason, boys, if there was something to be real, it's all of that demon possession, all of that sort of shit. It's like all of that sort of crap. For some sort of reason, that's the sort of stuff that makes me jump on the bed. That's the sort of stuff that makes me, when I go take a piss after watching a movie like that, I'm sitting down to piss. So I'm facing the front door. I'm facing the door. Like, that's the sort of stuff that gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like, for some reason. Like, for some reason, it makes me scared. But all the other stuff I can just watch. So somewhere there's like a double commander that rolled us the other time. Whoa, look at the fastest right in there. Woo-wee. Stole my wall right when the overcharge hit. Unfortunate is what it is. Look at those fast. Slide right in. And the sab. What's the sab take? Bro, that overcharge took way too long. He's going to take all my inner landmines. Demoned up. Demoned up at 1660. We might just get very similar wave count. It might be very samey for us. Yeah, looks like it's going to be samey. 1700's alright though, I'll take it. I'm not complaining. What was the last thing we could try? Was it restorative bonus? Man, that downtime in Antbot feels like it's forever. It's like the butt clenches more than getting the prostate checked. It's like, oh no. Whoa, I got the same. I feel like this person on Twitch is a bot. Unfortunately, my headphones broke today because of my naughty cat, so I can't hear your voice. It would be great to see if you could respond in the chat instead. Literally the same comment that came up last week or last stream, and then offers me a service. If you go check out my profile, you can sign up to this. Okay. Yeah, looks like we're very samey here, boys. Boys, did a test on tier 19. Woo-wee! That is some rippy shit, boys. Boys, that is some rippy shit. I can't believe that. We're gonna need a lot of work to get up there, boys. We're going to need a lot of work to move up there. Good thing is we haven't even scratched the surface of what we can earn in tier 18. And I think that's kind of like a common, I don't know what you call it. A common experience from a lot of people. Like just squeeze out more and more out of tier 18. And then eventually just the power comes in time. I think we definitely need a higher lifetime coins. Just from the amount of investment our workshops is going to need. And we'll also see what sort of stuff that they bring out in version 29. Like there might be like, by the sounds of it, they're just making like, what do you call it? like some gameplay balance kind of stuff. But if there's some sort of new mechanic or some sort of new thing for us to dive into, I'm super interested to see if that can help us. Either to, it's super early days to move to tier 19. 100% get that. But acquiring some of the tools piece by piece, I think's the name of the game. Like, enjoy where we're at, enjoy the gains, look to find some more games. Oh, did we lose CF? You're kidding me. The clutch Death-Defy. Boys, that was so close. We got a clutch Death-Defy there, boys. This should carry us a few more waves to get slightly higher than our PB we got before. But definitely clutch on that Death-Defy. Man, if we got like another 30 waves, we'd go above that other fella that's just above us. Boys, haven't logged into the Temu Tower for a while. I'm not gonna lie, when I seen their latest update and it was just more stuff like carried over from the tower, I was like, oh bro, this is like mean, because it's like this game needed stuff like that. But like, bro, come up with your own idea. Like, you've already made some of your own ideas, which is great, which makes the Temu Tower a lot better on the quality of life. You don't have to copy everything. Like, come up with something a little bit new. Like, they added in like orbs and knockback, and it's like, fuck, that's literally the exact same shit. Want to see like what different stuff, what different flavor. All right, we're PB'd, boys. We're PB'd. Whoa, look at our damage, boys. 800T. Oh no, it's dwindling, boys. Oh no, we're dwindling away. We're fading away. Look at our health. Look how fast that's fading away. Congrats on the PP. Cheers, bro. Namuno, GG. Cheers, man. Appreciate you. If we got a little bit more, we could get just ahead of the fella in front of us. I don't know though, man. We're fading away, boys. We're in chip territory. We can like easily get chipped. Perfect time from the amp bot, but still not enough sauce. If we got like a cheeky ass Death-Defy, let's just try to slow it down and see if we can squeeze out a little bit more. We need like 6 waves or something. Bro, how long are those tanks living? Bro, look how patchy this fucking Cloudphone is. I might have to like swap to using an emulator, but the emulators seem to perform like really subpar compared to Cloudphones for me. But like, this is doing my head in. That's the last, what, 2 tourneys? So this tourney and last tourney. But even IRL, like just logging into my Cloudphone, it's been a bit like that lately. But we've been testing the UG phone, so I'm a good few days into testing it. It's actually going pretty good. The only problem I have is, whoa, we just lost everything. We need like 3 more waves, boys. The only problem that I have is I can't seem to get OBS to pull it up. I've tried everything and it's just not pulling it up to stream off it, which is like super annoying. But it's been going, like, performance wise, it's been going good. In saying that though, I requested that the free cloud phone they give me is like their best one. I said, I want the best one that you got. Like, I don't need 5 cloud phones for free, or I don't need none of that. I just want one really good one. And I asked them for like a couple-week trial. That's the only... Oh, we got him by 1 wave. Did we backpack him? Bro, he's going to be pissed. Oh, no, we got him. We got him. By a couple waves. I was like, I thought we landed right on top of him. I was like, dude, this dude's going to be pissed. I wish we landed on him. Bro, I wish we got 1732 and landed right on top of him. He'd probably rerun though and then kick our ass. We'll take the PB though. We'll take the PB. Have you tried requesting a new phone? Is it running Android 12 or Android 10? I'm not actually sure. Probably after stream I could do it. Yeah, I just you can renew them quite frequently, eh? I'll just click the renew button and then go through, log everything back in again and all that other carry on. But it depends unless I move to UG phone. Because, like, why wouldn't we, boys, you know? If we get a free cloud phone in that. Then we have a bit of a code for everybody. I think that's how it works. We get a code for, like, you guys will be able to get, like, 50% off. I don't even know, boys, I don't even know, like, I knew that they had, like, free trials and all that sort of stuff, but I was watching Zephyr's stream, and then, like, in his ad, it was, like, use this code for 50% off, and I was like, what the fuck, boys? Been running a cloud phone for a year? I think longer than a year and a half, maybe. I've never used anybody's code. I didn't know that there was, like, a discount code. I thought it was, like, only free trial codes, and I was like, fuck, man, the amount of money I'd save. I'm just wondering if you can use their discount code on top of whatever discount you get for the service. Look, boys, we'll take that. 1739. Not going to run again. That's enough runnies for us. That's enough runnies, boys. I'm happy with that. We're happy with that. We'll take the PB. We'll set ourselves up for farm, and we'll get this workshop. We'll get these lifetime coins up. So we're at the stage where we're locking the bounce shot chance. We're at that stage, boys. We're locking bounce shot chance. I've locked the radius at the smallest it can go. Let's swap these around so you can see. The hell's going on there? We'll put this back in. Put this in. You can even see now, like, look how long that latency is. Take that. Take that. Assist. So we've actually gone with this. I've been doing nothing but a whole bunch of tweaking and testing, and this is kind of what we settled for, because I did pick up that extra dim core, which is crazy. The boys said it themselves, I've been spoon fed dim cores. Project funding, pulsar harvester. Gave me a little mini heart attack there, boys. What? Look at that. It's already 5-star. Or does that take it to 5-star? Wait a minute. 4-star. So this will take it to 5-star. Good. Good, good, good. Take it to 5-star and hopefully don't get too many more copies of it. Done. Is that all set up? Yep. That's all locked. That's done. Swap that. Get this. Get this. Boom. Right. 50,000 coin multiplier. Slowly getting there, boys. Turn CF off. Turn black hole on. Turn poison swamp stun off. Change our orbs. What we are testing though, which seems to have pretty good results, is swapping the extra orbs to the outside and the workshop orbs to the inside. And we're going to see how that goes for us. What's that? Golden Tail's on, CF Plus is off. Oh, we forgot to do the bot. Always forget something. The good thing is seeing what you forget now and not later, because that is fucking cringe. Boom. So the results seem to be going alright. So this is around here. 160, 150, 460, 454, and then I swapped the orbs around, which was on the outside and which was on the inside, and then we got around here. Now this is super devoed off because we're at the stage of if I just put bounce shot chance in, we farm to like 6,500. If I turn CF Plus on, like fuck boys, we'll do like 7,500 waves. We'll just be going it for like forever and ever and ever with CF Plus on. So we turn it off. And then we get it. We got to about here. Like I think it goes even higher. I think like the highest I've gotten is. Oh no, that was the highest. Let's see if I cancelled that run. Or if I died. Oh no, we got killed by a tank. So we got to like that stage and I was like, oh, there's too many waves. Let's try devo off some more shit. So we devoed off the bounce shot. I do have the substat. I wonder if we can... Oh, it's at the end. So I could probably whack that off. And just run like a little bit less damage. We'll somehow have to make up all of that damage loss. So we'll play it at there, and then as our damage keeps creeping up and up and up, and then we'll do that. We'll look to take off that bounce shot chance as well, and devo off some more damage. That'll probably just come in time though, boys. But our in-farm level skips are at 61% now. So we've had a pretty, I feel like we've had a pretty productive week, like as far as testing a bunch of stuff, as far as tweaking the build, Where I could, I think I did about 2 days of Dissonance, and I'm probably going to hold it there for a bit. What I wouldn't mind is doing the next ones, the next top-ups once, like just farm and get our lifetime coins up, put some money into the workshop, but wait till we get workshop presets, and then give it another whirl. And also depending on the update, what the update brings, we're not really too sure. My guess is just as much as yours, but like AFK said, looking into waiting to see what the Tower T says this week. Another PB. Yeah, the bracket's looking pretty good too. I don't know where that puts me. We have the same econ now. Let's go. I'm thinking like I should get to the 500 fine. I don't know about getting to 750 or 1Q. Like what it's going to take for us to get that level of jump. Because like if we say... Like if I got a 30% jump, if we got it to like 500 and we got a 30% jump, that'll take us to like 650. So apparently each click of GT is like a 30% gain for people. Now I'll be honest with you fellas, I have never clicked on GT and ever gotten anything close to 30%. I think the max I've gotten was under 20%. Now, there's a lot of factors going into that, boys. I'm not saying there isn't. I know 100% there's a lot of factors that go into that, and people saying that it's all tower dependent. So I don't know if GT, what are we at, 9? I don't know if GT10 will give us a 30% jump, but let's say if we like say it is a 30% jump, that'll take us to about 650. How do we tell where we're at? Is it here? Was it there? GT9. But somewhere like GT10, GT11, and a butt ton of duration is kind of my goal. A butt ton of duration, and then we go on to substat efficiency. I feel like that's the best bet, because I feel like let's say if it's 4,000 stones to get our substat efficiency up, it will help us move to singularity harness as well. So it's not so much of just there's only a second here or there, or there's only a second here and there's only an extra quant. There's also the fact that we get to move to singularity harness, so bigger bots. So that's definitely a thing. So I'm definitely not underplaying it. But the 4,000 stones or whatever the fuck it is to get us there, whoo-wee! We could probably get a similar jump, if not more, by just going golden combo. Like, that's where my brain leads to. Now, whether that's right or wrong, I'm not really sure. But let's say we pumped the 4,000 stones into Golden Tower, we would probably net higher results than pumping the 4,000 stones into substat efficiency and changing the build. That's kind of where my brain leads. That's a really hard one to work out, because we're peeking into the future, and quite a few people that I've asked about like the substat and stuff, they had like a super yoked golden tower before going into it. So like had already got those gains from GT, and then the substat obviously complemented it very heavily. I don't know how much the next click in GT is. How much is our next click, boys? 1650. So that's a couple weeks of 20s. Couple weeks, maybe. Is that 3 weeks? Or more? 3 weeks or more of 20s to get a click. I don't think getting a click there will give us a 30% jump. I've never experienced that. Never ever since I was a little girl. And how many clicks does this go to? Can't even tell. So yeah, decisions, boys. Decisions. Either way, it's good news for us. Either way, it's more shit. But I definitely want higher lifetime coins at the moment. Just to like carry on the snowball effect, let it do its thing. While we look for some more player power. And it should be some cheap player power for us to access. We got Slow Aura Mastery. Going to be super helpful. We got Antbot Plus, which apparently helps Chain Lightning too. So that's a good cheap source of... Wow, is it cheap? Cheap on the stone front. Expensive on the metals. Got to unlock all the bots. But there might be a little bit of wiggle room there, boys, for a bit of power. Yeah, so there's a few things on the cards, and then we've got V29 and whatever comes with that. You mean the normal GT bonus clip? Oh, the GT Plus. 30% is very much on the high end of things. I've seen 15 to 20% being thrown around. Yeah, I actually don't even know if I've even seen 20%. Like, I mean, one time I clicked GT Plus and I got like 10%, and I was like, what the fuck? And people tell me this is great. But obviously, boys, there's a lot that goes into that. Like, you know, you guys know, I guys know, we guys know. It's not so push this, you know, push this, get more. Like, well, you will get more, but not some of the numbers that people throw around. Yeah, 15 to 20%. So if we put it like on the conservative side, like, let's say 10% or 15% for 3 weeks of 20s, 15% gain. In saying that, if we put 1600 stones into substat efficiency, I don't think we would get a 10 to 15% gain. But I understand it's all that substat efficiency is all for pushing the move to get away from G-Comp. Like, I fully understand that, fully appreciate it. And it's definitely something to work towards. We will probably get a higher gain is actually going for GT duration for higher combos. Now, what I have to try to do is when we do our video tomorrow is I have to try to explain everything we've done this week as far as tweaking the build. Because I've done so many different tests. And like to be able to share that experience of how I optimized the DC farms for me. Which off the rip I can see it's different to some other people. Very similar. It's all very samey. But what I've found to work for me is different to what I've seen work for some other people. Like, for sure. But the best thing I can do is just explain all the things that I've tested, how I've tested it, how many times I've tested it, because that's a big thing too. So like I do all my tests on overnight runs, all of them, so that they get like, I set it up in the afternoon or the evening for what I change, and then I let it run like all evening, all night, all morning, and then I take all of those runs, which might be 3, 4, 5 hours, 4 or 5 runs. I take like those, and then I kind of get an average. Okay, we're living to roughly about here. Okay, our coins are roughly about here. Now tweak this, and then I leave it. So like this one here, this here is the first proper full run that I've done with the change of where my orbs are positioned. And then I'll run this run, I'll run all the way up into our progress video, and then check the difference. And it's all like checking the difference versus these other stats. So like this here, is this a cancelled run? Oh no, this is a death run. How did I die? I did something different on these two, I feel like. I respect. That's right, I respect, and I didn't set my workshop up properly. And I was dying around here, and I was like, why am I dying? And I didn't set my my base stats up properly. So I respect, set up something for a test, and then went to run with it. And then as I've like logged in to check, I've gone, what the fuck's happening with these runs? And then I've checked over, and I've gone, I didn't have the same amount of workshop level skips, like by a lot, like 200 levels down. So all of that extra mob health, I had nothing in like general health. So like overcharges were smoking me. Just little things like that. So tidied up the workshop and then carried on the test. And then it kind of like instantly jumped. So like you go from here, tidy up the workshop, and it goes whammo. And it's like, okay, now we're back in business. I thought something was a bit fishy here. And then we get a dip. We get a dip back over here as I start swapping. What did I do here? I locked the bounce shot chance, and then so we get a dip, which is kind of, I think, the name of the game. The waves increase, devo off some more shit, get a higher coin per hour, build that power back up, and it's all that sort of thing. So eventually, when we get to the stage where we turn everything back on, we're pumping. Which we won't be turning everything back on until tier 19 by the sounds of it. That sounds about standy. Chris, what's good? What's good? Core substats efficiency is kind of like speed substat. God, I know that's a lab. Special perk bonus. Special perk bonus. It's good for everything. Don't sleep on it for too long. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I just don't. I feel like the gains will be bigger on GT. Like, I feel like a lot of people have a stronger GT before pushing substat efficiency. Like my GTs, this entire year, my GT's been on the light side. Every click is 16 to 18% in GT Plus level. GT Plus is so complicated for what gains you get. I think I might try a tier 12 dissonance run soon, see if I can start farming it. Tier 12 is such a funky tier. I think I ended up skipping it. I think I used it as like an overnight tier though. Somehow got just short of 4,900 waves for the ultimate weapon. Let's go. Might be able to crack it soon. I'm GT Plus. 16 to 18%. We'll go on the soft side, so say 16. So let's say we manage to get ourselves to 500Q. We'll add another 16%. So it's under 600Q. Which is nothing to scoff at. But yeah, again, I don't think for 1600 stones and substat efficiency, I don't think we would get anywhere near 16% gains. Like, I don't even know how many percentages that buys us. It should get us to the 50% mark though. So 50% gets us. It's 7 seconds. So we'll get an extra second of duration. Maybe a 1 second. Maybe a 1 second. Which will mean nothing to us really. It'll mean nothing to us. The extra second of duration will mean something to us. Probably what will mean more to us is it the spotlight angle. Tags was saying that once it gets to like 6.4, it rounds up. So it rounds up to 7 degree. But we'll get an extra second of duration. And these other seconds mean nothing because we're using G-Comp. And they won't be strong enough to mean something to swap to Singularity Harness. Not until we get that extra death wave. And that slightly lower cooldown. Like, that's where it'll mean something. Which is in the higher percentage. I mean, somebody put numbers in chat before and said it was like over 4,000 stones to take it into the high 60%. That's huge. That's huge. There's a lot of stones. So we'll go GT Plus. We'll get a stronger GT. And then we'll go substat efficiency. And I kind of put my window at October to be going into substat efficiency, which we might, August, September, which might be about right. And then we just throw the kitchen sink at it. And we just let it like continuously clock up. Just clock it up, clock it up. And then any gains that we get on it will just highlight the foundation that we have of having a stronger GT. That's kind of where my mind leads, boys. But yeah, gents, honestly, with the technical difficulties we experienced, we managed to pull through in the end. Still don't have chat up, except for the one bot that's talking from Twitch. Is what it is. Is what it is. Gents, but you guys have been absolutely awesome. My eyes are bleeding. I'm fucking rinsed. As always, we'll have a progress video up tomorrow. We've had a massive week this week. Hopefully I don't ramble on too much in it. I might even like put a couple bullet points up on the side so I remember some of the stuff that's gone on, because it's been a pretty busy week, and I'm definitely looking forward. And I think there'll be a few people that'll be interested to see what sort of progress we made. But we are just shy of our econ jumping 150%, which is fucking wild. Fucking wild. Mr. Anonymous, the Mantis. One day hopefully you say who you are and I can tip my hat to you. But gents, honestly, as always, it's been a pleasure. And if you like what you see, you know the drill, fam. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button so you can see when the next video is coming out. And as always, keep it cloudy, fam.